Hi everyone, welcome to our webinar that's hosted by the Berlin School of Business and Innovation. Thank you so much for being here. I see that some of you have been patiently waiting for us. We're going to give it a couple of minutes. If you want to go ahead, if you've been on my webinars before, I always love to know where you're logging in from. So if you can just go ahead and put in your chat box that you see on your screen, where you're logging in from, that would be great. I am logging in from Berlin, from our campus in Berlin. So it's cold and dreary here today, but I hope where you are, it's nice and warm and sunny. So go ahead and let me know where you are so that I know, and I will be ready to take some questions from you later. Hi, Syed, you're from Pakistan, welcome. I'm waiting to see what the others say, but we're going to give it a few minutes and we're just going to let other people join, and then we will start in exactly 4 minutes. But thank you for your patience and thank you for being present here today. Welcome and thank you for being here. Welcome, thank you so much again for being here today. Today, as you saw on the title of our webinar, we're going to be talking about some extremely important things that you need to keep in mind as a pre-enrolled student or someone who's interested in joining BSBI. So what I'm going to do is, as quickly as possible, I'm going to try and take you through a whole lot of information that's integral to you making this decision to joining us. So I will tell you about all the benefits and advantages of being a part of BSBI, and trust me, there's quite a few, but I will try and cover as much as I can. I will also talk about the different campuses that we have and the opportunities. I'll touch on the programs. I will touch on the kind of student engagement and the student services that we have on campus. But if you want to read up on anything more, it's all on our website. And I hope that you will take the time after this webinar to go and kind of take a look at what you need. I'm also going to give you an email address through which you can get in touch with me, so that if you have any questions, you can ask me during the webinar. So you will see there's a questions or a chat box on the side of your screen. You can put down any kind of questions with regards to your admissions over there, or if you have a question about BSBI, you can put it there, and then I will be happy to take it. But if I can't, then I will write to you later. If I haven't taken your question already, I will write to you later, or you can write into me. I will give you an email address. If this is your very first time with us at BSBI and for one of our webinars, I just want to take 2 minutes to introduce myself. My name is Sangeeta George, and I am the Student Engagement Manager here on the Berlin campus at BSBI. I've been with BSBI for like 3 years now, and I have been doing this, and I'm extremely passionate to meet new students, and also once you get onto campus, to make sure that you have a really holistic experience both inside and outside the classroom. We don't believe that learning is only in the classroom, so we have different types of clubs and activities, which I'll be talking about later, to make sure that you can build your own community and get ready for the workplace here in Berlin. Okay, so I hope you will stick with me for the rest of the next few minutes that I'm going to be talking to you. What you see on the screen, I hope, I'm just going to verify first of all that you can all see my screen. Can someone just write in the chat box and let me know that you can see my screen, and then I will continue. Okay. Can someone tell me? Oh, thank you, Bruno. And I will take your question about, because we're going to be talking about visas, and I will tell you the kind of assistance that we give you. Okay, Bruno, so just wait till I get to that slide and I will 100% tell you about it. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you for confirming that you can see my screen. All right, Said, thanks. You guys are very sweet. Okay, so what you see you can see 3 words that are on our first screen, or on my first slide. And basically, this is what we want for each one of you. This is our vision for you as a student, to be enterprising, to be good leaders, and of course, to be successful. Regardless of whether you want to continue here in Berlin or you want to be on some of our other campuses, wherever you are, this is our prime focus for you as a student. And so it's very important for you to know that when you come here, we are trying to teach you and train you to be enterprising, to be able to be standing out wherever you are in the workplace, or if you go on to study further, to be great leaders, to be influencers is what we want, and of course to be successful in what you do. Okay, so just really quickly, these are the latest statistics with regards to where we are at in terms of BSBI and the kind of students that we have. So before I go into the type of students that we have, I just quickly want to tell you, and I will spend a few minutes in the next couple of slides talking about our campuses. So we have a campus here in Berlin, where I am. We have a campus in Hamburg. Hamburg is also in Germany, a couple of hours train ride from here. We have a campus in Paris, Barcelona, and also Athens. Okay, and trust me when I say that we're not going to stop there. We're just taking over is what I would think. Okay, in terms of statistics, we have more than 100 nationalities on our campuses, more than 5,000 students in terms of student and alumni network, and also there are more than 4,000 students who are currently enrolled, and I see that. So I moved to Berlin last year to be on campus and work with students, and I see the number of students who are getting their visas faster. I know during COVID time it was extremely challenging, but now appointments are faster, visas are getting granted faster. We want you on our campuses as soon as possible. And if you can't get to Berlin, then we have alternative routes that you can use in order to get to our campus eventually and make use of the post-study work visa here in Germany. Now, just to give you a little bit of context of who we are, what is Berlin School of Business and Innovation, and why are they running all these different programs, being in Berlin and different parts of Europe? Well, BSBI is part of a bigger umbrella which is called GGG. It is a network of higher education. As you can see, you don't need me to read it out, but we have more than 15,000 students under GGG, and it is a network of higher education. So there's multiple educational and business schools under GGG, and BSBI is one of them. What GGG does is that they offer various types of academic disciplines like business, technology, data science, engineering, sports, fine arts, psychology. These are just to name a few. And like BSBI, we have campuses Berlin, Hamburg, Paris, Barcelona, Amsterdam, and also, get ready, GGG has their first campus in Dubai. So we're actually expanding even out of Europe and going to different parts where education is a prime focus and a necessity. So just to give you that context, I think it's important. If you ever hear GGG, well, BSBI is part of GGG. Now, some reasons for you to, other than, of course, to be in Berlin or to be in Germany, I just want to highlight really quickly some of the reasons why BSBI is a good choice for you. Okay, now if you look at any of our campuses, I know here on the first point talks only about our Berlin campus, but if you look at our Paris campus or our Barcelona campus or Hamburg, we're very centrally located. We understand that you're coming here as students, you need transportation close by, you need a grocery store close by, you need restaurants close by. So we pick our campuses based on where it would be super accessible for you as a student, regardless of where you're living in the city. Okay, we have multiple locations. We've talked about that. Diverse community, again, like I said, more than 100 nationalities, and we take the time and effort to actually celebrate these nationalities here on campus. We have a few memberships. Last week I did a webinar with one of our senior management, talking about the different memberships and partnerships that we have, Erasmus Plus being one of them. For you as a business student, even Business Graduates Association, lots and lots of advantages of you having that as a membership as part of BSBI. All our programs are taught in English, so you don't have to feel like you need to know German before you come to study with us. Although I do recommend that you know a little bit of German, trust me, from my own experience. And therefore, if you see the point right next to our programs taught in English, we offer free language lessons. So if you're here in Berlin or Hamburg, we give you German classes that are free. And if you're in Paris, then we give you French also, because we really want you to feel like that you're embedded in not only BSBI, but also our community here in Berlin. Tremendous amount of career and employment support. And here's good news for you if you didn't know. Most of you think that only once you get onto one of our campuses can you avail of some of these services, and that's not true. The minute you register with us and say you're in your home country, whether in Iran or Pakistan or India or somewhere in Africa, you can then, once you register with us and you're waiting for your visa, you still have equal opportunity to our career services. You can start working on your CV. You have access to our job teaser portal, which is our online portal where all the jobs are posted. So you can actually start to apply for a job even before you get here. And I think that's pretty amazing. We also have legal support, and I'll be talking about that in a little bit. Normally, from what I understand, to actually hire a lawyer in order to help you move from a residence visa to a post-study work visa, it takes a lot of money just to even have a consultation. But what we're telling you is that we are actually giving it for free. We have lawyers who come here from a particular law firm that we've partnered with, and they will give you the guidance that you need. So we really, really want you to feel like you are part of the BSBI family from when you come here. We also have free executive education courses, and just to name a few, I've written them down. We have like ethics and code of conduct. We have corporate sustainability and leadership. We have project management. So you could be doing, for example, studying digital marketing, but you can do one of these free courses so that you can add it as a course onto your CV or your LinkedIn profile, which I think is very, very important. Okay, so just to quickly talk about Germany, you know that for BSBI, we are top-ranked educational institution. We're globally recognized. The programs that we offer are known world over. Lots and lots of work opportunities for our students, part-time work, mini job. You could do full-time work once you graduate, affordable cost of living. So we help you and give you assistance with regards to that. And of course, I think the best part is a diverse community. Okay, so why study in Berlin? And I'm going to do this for the other campuses or the other cities that we have, just so that you can get perspective. And students, I think it's very important for you to understand that you need to choose a program and a campus that is the best fit for you. Okay, don't go with where your friends have gone, or you know, any of those other things, which may be minor of a factor, but look at what is a best fit for you and then choose it. For Berlin, of course, lots of capital of startups in the European Union, capital of the biggest European economy. Like I said, lots of study and work opportunities. The culture is unbelievable in Berlin. I know I made it sound like it's cold and dreary, which it is right now, but that does not stop the city from having so many cultural experiences for you as a student, for you to learn and understand, whether it's art or whether it's music. There's so much. Museums are open all year through. Just even walking on the street, especially if you come from a country like mine in India, where sometimes it's hard unless you go for a walk early in the morning or at night. Here, just walking on the streets is a cultural experience. And of course, the low cost of living. Food is affordable. Accommodation, yes, no doubt, you might have heard it's hard and challenging, but we are providing you with the support that you need in order for you to find the accommodation that will fit into your budget and is the best fit for you. So just to give you a comparison, monthly rent, you can see 463. I have students who are in shared apartments or in a shared room for even 200, 250, even just to start off. So compared to the other cities, you will see it's quite cheap, and transportation is super cheap. We can buy a ticket here. I know it says 33, but if you put another 10 euros to it, you can get a pass, a monthly pass that you can use for all over Germany to use any of their public transport, which includes their trains, their trams, and their buses, all of it, not taxis, but you won't need a taxi when you're here in Berlin. So super affordable, super cheap. And then if you get yourself a part-time job, for the most part, and you're attending your classes, you should be fine. Okay, you will be fine. Now, Bruno, I hope this kind of, touches upon what you needed to, and I can take your question later, or if you need further assistance, I'm happy to help you later. But this is basically how the student visa pathway goes. So you get accepted by us, and then when you get accepted, as soon as you get accepted by us and after you register, you're getting ready for registration, we have a team before you even get to Berlin, a visa team who will give you the guidance. We're not, visa officers, but they will give you the guidance that you need with the kind of documents that you need to get together, where you need to go and apply, which city you need to go and apply, how to take your visa appointment. If you're applying from India, the APS process, they will help you through all of that. And then you apply for a visa, which is for about 3 to 6 months. Once you get here, then our visa team on campus will help you and remind you that you need to convert that national visa into a residence permit, which allows you to stay for the duration of your course. So it's very important that if your course is for 18 months, you finish it in 18 months, so that by the 16th or 17th month, you're starting to look for a job, and then you can convert that into a post-study visa, work visa, which allows you to be here for 18 months after you finish studying. Okay, I hope that's clear. By which time you get your post-study work visa, and from what I know and talking to alumni here, who are, most of them are in Berlin, in those 18 months, they find a job which allows you to work full-time, and then you just continue to stay here in Berlin. Okay, there are other alternatives of getting to Berlin, and I will be talking about that in a little bit. But Bruno, I hope that's a little bit of clarity for you. I want to spend some time talking about the partners that BSBI has. So BSBI is a business school. For those of you who are very new to BSBI, we are a business school that offers different programs under different partnerships, and I'm just going to touch on those partnerships really quickly. First, the University for the Creative Arts, UCA, is based in UK. So what I'm trying to say is you could come here if you find a course that UCA is offering, especially if you like the art courses, the creative art courses, then this is a perfect place. We run most of our art courses, or all our art courses, from our Hamburg campus. So you're here in Germany, and you are taught by you're taught a program that is run by UCA, and eventually when you graduate, you get your certificate from UCA. Okay, there is lots of advantages of doing that. First of all, like we've showed you already, of studying in Berlin, extremely affordable as compared to any of the other cities in London, or even the tuition fees that you would be paying there. Second is Concordia University Chicago, as the name sounds, or you can make out by the name, it is based in Chicago, which is in the US. So you can get a US degree studying in one of our campuses, including Berlin, and then you graduate with an American degree. Uni Nettuno is Italian based, so they also have a lot of programs that we offer here, both in the bachelor's and master's. And our newest partner is the University of Roehampton, which is in London, and they're offering some amazing courses. I thought I wrote it down, but they have some really good courses that they have, including sports, they have psychology, I think. I'm just going to really quickly, as of now, we have the MSc Project Management, they have MSc Global Logistics and Supply Chain Management, and MSc Global Human Resource Management. If you look at the kind of job opportunities anywhere around the world, these are the kind of jobs that are available for project managers and for supply chain management. And of course, HR is always there. So these are the 4 partners that we have. Like I said, please go onto our website. It lists very, very clearly the kind of courses that we're offering under each of our partner universities. We also have other academic partners, as you can see, like the University of Europe, which also is part of GGG. We also have PPA, and then we have TELC, which is the language test that you can do. So we have all of these external or extra academic partners that we offer different courses with. Quickly, just to tell you the kind, or I'll keep it on the screen for 2 minutes, you can read it for yourself. We have some foundation courses. So if you feel like you don't have what you need or the requirements, especially English requirements, in order to get straight into a bachelor's program, we offer you a foundations course where you can do 1 year foundation course, and then you go straight into a bachelor's degree. For those of you who are probably in grade 11 or 12 right now, or thinking, or not even, or thinking that you want to get a bachelor's degree, here's a great opportunity. So all of our BAs with UCA, all our bachelor's courses, is you have the opportunity to do a foundation first and then go into the bachelor's. Uni Nettuno, as you can see, they have a psychology program and economics and business administration. When you look at the postgraduate, we have a lot of postgraduates. So you can see MBA, finance and investment, tourism and hospitality, data analytics with CUC. We have innovation and entrepreneurship, which is a fantastic course. And then with Uni Nettuno, a whole lot of courses. Again, MA in international tourism, health management, for those of you who want to get into that, and energy management, engineering management, logistics, and then, as I mentioned, with Roehampton, the 3 new courses that we're going to be offering. It also gives you how much it's going to cost you. You can see the fees here and the duration of each of these courses. Please understand also that what I would advise for each of you to do is for you to tell me that you're interested. I will put you in touch with a program advisor who will then tell you how much it's going to cost you, how much you need to pay per month, what are the kind of discounts that you're eligible for. We have multiple factors which make you available to get scholarships and discounts. We call them discounts here. So I would highly recommend that you get in touch with us and let us know so that we can give you the information that you need. Okay? Now, for those of you who are thinking, I'm really struggling, or I've had friends who've tried to come into Berlin and they really have had a hard time getting a visa, I want to give you alternative routes that you can use in order to come here to Berlin. But before I do that, okay, I want to run a poll really quickly with everyone who's here, and then so just give me 1 minute. So let's look at this just so that I have an idea. What aspects of the pre-enrollment process is a top priority for you? So is it visa? Is it accommodation? Is it tuition? Like, what do you need to know more about so that we can then cater to your needs accordingly? So I'm just waiting to collect. If everyone can then vote, you will see it on your screen, the poll. If you can just go ahead and just put that, that would be great. I'm going to give it a minute. No, 30 seconds. Okay, so a lot of you are saying you want visa consultation and also tuition fees. Great, thank you for letting me know. I'm going to run one more thing. What factor is most crucial to you when choosing a study institute? So let me see. I want to see, or I'm curious to know, out of all of the people who are present here today, what is most important to you when you are choosing a course or a school for your higher education? Okay, great. I run this quite often, and every time it's kind of the same responses that I get, and I can see kind of the same things are happening now. I'll give it 10 more seconds. Okay, so most of you, as always, job and internship opportunities, post-study, and tuition and scholarship opportunities are very much together. And then I can see quality and reputation of the programs as you should. And then a handful of you have said cultural and extracurricular experiences. And I'm so glad you said that, because it's just not about what you study in the classroom, you know. You need to look at what you're studying outside the classroom also, and the kind of experiences that you have, which is going to add so many new skills that you can put as part of your CV. So great, thank you. Okay, now going back into our PowerPoint really quickly. So international study experience first. Let's talk about Barcelona. Oh my gosh, I always think if I was one of you, I would love this opportunity. So here you are, say for example, I'm taking myself from India, never left my country, I can't get in, or I'm thinking I want to have international study experience. So let's look at BSBI. I'm going to go to Barcelona for a year. What you can do, and this is what you don't understand, or maybe you haven't fully understood, what we're offering for all our students, especially in the master's program, you can do it in your bachelor's also. You can go to any of our other campuses, so to Barcelona or to Athens or to Paris. You can study for 1 year there, right? And once you finish your 1 year, in that 1 year, we will help you to get your visa for Berlin. And then you come here for the last of your 6 months. You can complete your thesis here, you graduate here, and then you are still eligible to get the post-study work visa. So you can work for 1 year, or you can study and work for 1 year in any of our other campuses. Finish that, you can choose to stay if you want to in one of our other campuses. Especially, I have to say, if any of you are thinking that you want to do your degree in Spanish, then we recommend that you stay in Barcelona and finish the entire thing. Otherwise, you can still choose to move and continue your course here in Berlin, graduate, and then get your post-study work visa, and then live in Berlin. So imagine how weighty your CV looks when you're showing that you left your home country, you went to a city like Barcelona or Paris, spent a year there, worked there, studied there, and then now you're in Berlin, completed your thesis, completed your course, and now you're on a work visa to live here. Fantastic, I think. So I'm just going to quickly go through the advantages of living in some of these other cities. As you know, Barcelona, everyone knows. You don't even have to be a football fan in order to have heard of Barcelona, right? Most popular student city in Spain, obviously. International hotspot, whether you're a student, whether you're a tourist, everyone loves to go to Barcelona. You can work and study at the same time. Wealth of culture, don't even have to go into it. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Whether it's you know, we're talking about architecture, whether we're talking about the food culture or the music culture, it's amazing. Good location and tremendous opportunity to travel around. Actually, all of these cities that we have campuses in, great opportunity to travel around. I know students who will pay like 10 euros and go to Prague for the weekend from Berlin. Okay, so super affordable, but you have to know how to do it. I haven't learned it, but I trust that y'all will be able to do that. Just to give you just a bird's eye view of what your expenses will be like. Accommodation based on your preference and your budget, anywhere between 400 to 800. Food around the same, and then transport is about 30 to 40 euros per month. And then depends on what kind of lifestyle you have and what you want to do over the weekend. If you're going to party, or if you're going to travel, or if you're going to stay home, that's going to vary anywhere between 50 to 300, sometimes even less than 50. Trust me. Barcelona, these are the courses that we offer in Barcelona: the Global MBA, MA Logistics, Strategic Marketing and Finance. So like I said, you can start do it for 1 year, and then you can move here, and we also will give you or help you to get the post-study visa that you need. Okay. Moving on to Paris, here are the advantages of studying in Paris. Extremely culturally diverse, whether it's the kind of people, if you look at Paris, and I was doing some reading about it, who's actually French and living in Paris is a minority. It's a very, very diverse community and culture that you will find there. Fine art experience, it's known as the most romantic city for a reason. So there's lots to do, lots to see over there, lots of international markets, lots of job opportunities, lots of other top institutes are also in France. So they're very like education focused, you know, which makes it even more easier for you as a student to be there. And of course, if you're putting in that money, no doubt it's maybe a little bit more expensive than our other cities, but totally worth the experience. So to give you an idea of how much it's going to cost you, as you can see, 1 bedroom is about 988 per month compared to the others where you can get for 200, 400, 600, but Paris is a little bit more expensive. And then utilities is extra on top of that. Transport, again, as you can see, if you remember what I said about Berlin and Barcelona, Paris is a little bit more experienced, but we're talking about you doing this just for 1 year. It is, I can't even tell you how fast our campus in Paris is growing. We started with a handful of students, and now we're looking for a bigger campus in less than like 2 years, which is quite amazing. Here really quickly are the courses that we're offering in Paris. You can, there's an opportunity for you to start with bachelor's if some of you are just thinking of doing a bachelor's degree. Again, do 1 year there and then come here for 2 years. And we've had students who've actually moved from France or from Paris to Berlin, and, you know, no regrets, of course, to be on either campuses. MA Tourism and Global MBA. Sorry, I'm rushing through these because all of this information, like I said, is on our website, and I will also give you an email address. You can write into me and ask me more questions if you have any doubts, and also I'm happy to put you in touch with a program advisor. Athens, I don't want to touch on too much. I mean, there are lots of advantages of Athens, but I want you to watch our space because we're looking at new courses that we can offer there. We're looking for a new campus. So right now we don't have any for this upcoming intake, but over the next couple of months, we sure will have courses that we're offering for Athens. Great weather. I mean, I'm so jealous of those who are there and talk about the ocean and talk about like the beachfront. It's quite amazing. The birthplace of democracy, Olympics, as you can imagine, similar to Paris, very, very historical, cultural heritage, low cost of living, and then like all the other cities, like I said, very well connected. Just to, again, give you an idea how much it's going to cost, look how much more affordable it is compared to some of the other places. You can go anywhere from 300 to 1,000 plus, you know, plus your transport, plus depends again what your lifestyle is and what your expenses are going to be in terms of food and travel and things like that. But super, super cheap, and it's the only city where we put down how much a taxi is going to cost. Clearly super affordable. I'd be taking the taxi all the time in Athens if I lived there. Okay, all right, so Athens, here's what we have been offering: the BA in Economics, Global MBA, MA International Tourism Management. And like I said, continue to keep you know, watching our space on our website and all our social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, mainly TikTok and Insta. I can see you will be able to get constant updates of what we are offering. Just to give you, I know I haven't touched on Hamburg too much, but these are the courses that we're offering in Hamburg. Okay, remember I told you we run all our creative arts courses from Hamburg. International Foundation in Art, Design and Media, which is a 4-year international route. You also have the 4-year international route option. Animation, graphic design, illustration, and then MA in Visual Communications. If you are an art student, you will know if you're applying for an art degree, you need to submit a a portfolio. I know there's scholarships that they offer for the best portfolios. So definitely something that you need to be looking at. We have amazing activities connected to the creative arts like Cafe Artistic, where we have external speakers who will come and speak about different things that you, maybe different skills, different things that you need to, keep in mind, or things that you need to do, or things that you might not learn in the classroom is what we do through a series called Cafe Artistic. We also have annual exhibitions for our students where they are able to showcase the work that they've done through the year. I know that we also do like different types of trips. We had our set of students who actually went to Amsterdam and visited one of our campuses there. So there's lots. We wanted to be hands-on for you as a student, and I'm just really quickly just showing you the type of activities that we have both in Hamburg and Berlin, and I'm going to be talking about it in a little bit. Okay, Cafe Scientific, similar to Cafe Artistic. Cafe Scientific is mainly for our business students. So the last that we had about a month ago was on the power of communication, and we had someone here talk to our students about the importance of communication and what that means, right? I want to share some testimonies with you of what our students have been saying or graduates have been saying about their experience here at BSBI. Eduardo has said, I chose BSBI because the program contains all the topics that I want to learn to take my professional career to the next level. If you remember our vision for you as a student, it kind of, embodies all of the things that he just said. I also want to just read from Maitran. She said, BSBI provided me with a warm welcome from lecturers and staff, along with an introduction to education system, networking, and creative industries. And these, I know, are Hamburg students, because Hamburg is much smaller than Berlin, but a great experience, even in terms of the city, right? It's very, it's a beautiful city. It's smaller, but extremely beautiful, and very good for art students is what I can say. All right, quickly, just to tell you the kind of support that we're offering. We offer you application support. So if you are a student and you're saying, I really don't know how to fill this form out, don't worry, we can help you with that. We have visa advice officers, like I said, before you get here and also after you get here. We have free legal advice from our partners called SIRS. They will, whatever visa issues that you have, of course, they're not really available all the time that you need, but they come onto campus, and also you can have one-to-one free consultation with them. We have also accommodation partners and also an accommodations department. So even before you get here, we're happy to help you based on your budget and your preferences. Normally what we say is try and connect with other people who are coming in the same intake as you. We have a Feb intake that's going to open up. So if you're saying, hey, I don't mind and I really would like to be on one of your campuses, like, our classes start next month, and if you're saying I'm ready, then we'd be more than happy to have you here. Otherwise, our next intake is in May. We have an intake in July for some limited courses, and then of course in October. So make use of the support that we're providing you. Okay, don't wait for us to come to you, but we definitely want you to approach us and say, I need help. To give you, because Barcelona is one of our newest campuses, I just wanted to really touch upon Barcelona. We are in a campus, or we are on the premises of our partners in Barcelona called SET, and they actually are a school of tourism and hospitality and gastronomy. Now they have residents already as part of SET that you as a BSBI student can take advantage of and can stay really beautiful rooms that you, if you're going with a friend or if you want a room on your own, they do have accommodation that is available. Some of our accommodation partners in our different campuses or for our different campuses are Spotter Home, Housing Anywhere, Rooms Athens, Student Concierge, I know is in Athens and Paris. So these are some of the partners that will give or have vacancies or have rooms for you as a student. Other partners, like we were talking about before, DAC, which is, as you can see, I don't want to touch on all of it, but it's the health insurance that you need before you come here. Fintiba is another one. FitX is a gym. We don't publicize it to our students who are already here, but for you as a potential student, if you do want to come and you're like, I need to go to the gym, it's important, then we do have some discounts available just for BSBI students, okay? Now, I just want to spend a few minutes talking about our career support. And like I said, the minute you register with us, even if you're still in your home country, you can make or take advantage of all of these services that we're providing. So in terms of career guidance, interview coaching, CV workshops, so how to write a good CV or cover letter, maybe business etiquette or etiquette in the workplace and a German culture. We do different types of workshops, and you can also have one-to-one meetings and appointments with our career staff. They're super knowledgeable, super approachable, very friendly, and they only have your best interest in mind. Here's really quickly some of the careers partners that we have. Job Teaser, Marriott, for those who are doing tourism and hospitality, Ritz Crown Plaza. These are big names in the hospitality business. Ernst & Young, Study Drive, Pastana is another hotel, Grand Consult. I know that we have students who are working in like Tesla and in Mercedes and places like that. And so that's why I said, remember, I said, it's good for you to have a little bit of German, but you can come here and learn that. But if you have some free time on your hands, I would definitely recommend that you learn a little bit of German, okay? We also have big career fairs at least twice a year on our campus. Last was in November. We had over 35 companies here. The campus was flooded, and we had other GGG institutes where students were coming and talking to a lot of our companies that were here. Please understand, when we have a career fair, we are only opening it up as a networking opportunity for you. We want you to build relationships, make an impression, build that rapport, get connected with these employers, and then you write to them and keep in touch with them as soon as you graduate. Okay, we also have company presentations that we have on campus. So they come here and then they do different types of workshops for you. We also have photo shoot sessions. If you need a nice picture, we do not want you to take a selfie and put it on your LinkedIn profile or have it on your CV. We will take those pictures for you, and all for free. None of it you need to pay for. These are things that we want because we know that your end goal is that you get a job. We get it. All right. So we make sure we do what we can in order to cater to your needs as a student. Create a winning business CV. You can attend workshops and also have one-to-one sessions with our very, very experienced career staff. Alumni, we just last week had over 150 students that graduated, a lot of them already working in and around Germany. Some of them actually flew in from India or their home countries in order to attend alumni. And we're building a very, very strong network for alumni so that you can benefit or continue to benefit. Actually, you can still use our some of the services like SIRS, the immigration service, and also the career service after you graduate, I think for a year or two, by which time we're hoping that you've settled. So there's lots of benefits for you as an alumni of BSBI, and I'm hoping that at some point after you graduate and after many years that you will want to give back to the community here in BSBI. Okay, really quickly, some of the events that we have with regards to student engagement. We had our first ever TEDx event a couple of months ago, which was hugely successful. That robot that you see on the screen is actually BSBI, and he is part of our BSBI family. And where we want to take this is because we know AI is taking over. We want our campus to be a place where we have state-of-the-art, not only in terms of human teachers, but also robots and services that will be provided. So wait for it and continue to watch this space. Like I said, we also have companies that come in. We have company visits that students either go to hotels or they go to, like you can see on the bottom here, to different labs based on what you are studying. We've talked about Cafe Artistic, that we have Cafe Scientific. We have different types of presentations. Like you can see, this is on the Hamburg campus. So lots and lots of things that happen. We also have things like a freshers party where you can get together and meet other new students who've come. We also have multicultural day. We have various clubs that we run on campus. We do recognize that some of you are coming in as adults and you just want to work and study, but we want you to have a little bit of a rich experience even outside the classroom. So we really, really, really look forward to having all of you. I'm going to stop now and I'm just going to quickly just show you my email address. It's on the board and I'm just going to leave it here. It's on the screen for you, all of you. And I have about 10 minutes where I can take some questions. So I'm just going to quickly open up the questions, but if you want to jot down my email ID, now would be the time to do it. Really quickly, I just want to run a few more polls with you. What aspect of studying abroad is most appealing to you? So I just want to see what it is that you're looking for. I pretty much know what the answer is going to be, but I want to hear from all of you. Cultural experience, academic excellence, global opportunity. What is it that you're looking for? Really quickly. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to give it 10 more seconds and then I will stop. In the meantime, if anyone has a question, please go ahead and put it in the chat box, because I have one last. So global opportunity, everyone has said, and then academic excellence, rightfully so. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel about your understanding of the pre-enrollment procedure? So I'm just going to run that just so that we know and get an idea how much you've understood. I already told you, I know sometimes it feels like information overload. We do this during orientation time also, that we run from student services, and we give you all the information that you need to know about not only BSBI but also outside. Good. So most of you have said between 5 and 10%. Thank you. So I'm thinking that out of the slides, maybe the 40 slides that I ran, at least 10 of them have stuck in your head, which is wonderful. Okay, that's all I needed to know. All right, I'm going to take some questions right now. I'm going to leave my email address on the screen, and I will take some questions if there are any questions. I know, Bruno, I hope I answered your question about which explains the questions about visa. But if you do need assistance with visa, can you please write to me on this email address that you see on the screen, and I will pass on your email to our visa guidance before you get here to Berlin. Okay, if that's okay with you. Aslan, I know you've already left, but what I'm going to do, Aslan is asking a question for everyone else who's here. Could you please provide information regarding any scholarships, grants, or financial aid programs offered by the university or external organizations that international students may be eligible for? Actually, in terms of what your country offers you, I think that will be important for you to look from. Depends on which country you're coming from. We have students here from the Dominican Republic who get funds and financial aid and support and scholarships from their government. There are some I know that are in India. So Aslan, it just depends on your country and where you're applying from. But in terms of what we can offer you, Aslan, I'm going to forward your email to one of our program advisors, and they will tell you based on your academic excellence, based on your IELTS or English requirements course, based on what you've studied previously, your work experience, they will be able to clearly tell you how much you're eligible for. Okay. Yeah, Aslan, all of your questions I'm going to send over, no problem at all. So Bruno, you need assistance with your visa to Berlin, okay? And like I said, if I'm making a note of it, but if you can actually just send me an email, then I can just forward it to the person and CC the person, and then you can directly be in touch with them because they will tell you exactly what you need to do in terms of applying, okay? Said, you're asking, is IELTS required? And English requirement is there for sure, and we're pretty strict on it. I would recommend IELTS. We do also take Duolingo. We also have internal tests, but based on what you've studied before, Syed, we're going to have to look at it, okay? Abdul Samad, you are asking, will I get mail when you get admitted? Absolutely. We will let you know when you get admitted. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Is German necessary to take admission in BSBI side? No, absolutely not. You don't need. I would recommend it. We do offer you classes, but at least learn a little bit. Okay, so that you know what the person on the train is telling you or what the announcement means, because you will be traveling a lot by train. The public trains. Okay. Do you accept students with gap in study? Of course we do. We have lots of students who've done their bachelor's and then they have worked for many years, and then they've come now to do their masters, or a lot of them who've done their masters, they've done their bachelor's, they've done their masters, and then they've come for their second masters. We also have students, sorry, I'm giving you different variations so that you understand, Syed. We also have students who've done their bachelor's, they've come here and done their master's, and then they either choose to do another master's with us, and you get quite a big discount if you come back as alumni to study with us. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 50% scholarship is what you get if you do your second master's with us, or if you plan to do a doctorate program with us, okay? Does student with low marks in intermediate 12th grade is eligible for foundation year? We can look at, I don't know what you've done, so I don't want to comment on it. We do have criteria that we need to fulfill, because it's not Berlin, BSBI's criteria. It is the university that you're partnering with that has different types of academic criteria that you need to meet. But we look also at your work experience, we look at your English, we look at what subjects you studied and what you want to study with us. Okay, so there's multiple factors. So definitely speak to one of our program advisors and they will tell you about your eligibility. Okay. Balan, you're asking how much money should I pay for year one? Well, it depends on, you have different options through which you can pay. It depends first of all on the course that you're doing. It varies. Some cost 7,000, some cost 9,000, some cost 13,000. But we have installment plans that we can put together for you, so it's not too much for you to pay everything in one go. We break it up into different pieces because, again, like I keep saying, we understand you're students and you can't maybe pay the entire thing. However, in saying that, if you pay the entire fees, I know there's quite a big discount that you can get, but we can help you out with that, Balan. Write into me unless you've already filled out an application, because it sounds like you filled out an application just waiting to kind of pay, but I can look it up and let you know. I've lost Syed, you said you have lots of interest but you're not getting the direction. Okay, Syed, I'm going to look at your thing personally and I will let you know. Bruno, the same for you. I hope you've already spoken to a program advisor. I keep calling them admissions advisors, but program advisor. If you haven't, then I will check whether we have an application already in our system. Others, I'll put you in touch with someone super reliable. Okay. Thanks, Bruno. Send me an email. Same for you, Syed. Do you have an admission fee? Yes, we do. You need to pay 2,000 as a deposit. Priscilla, that's your question. That's your initial deposit that you need to pay. And then that's it. And then after that, they will tell you based on your discounts and everything, and your 2,000 kind of goes into the fees that you pay. Okay, does that make sense? If it doesn't, just send me an email, Priscilla, and then I'll tell you what you need to do. When can I enroll? It can when you can enroll like yesterday. Okay, so we're happy for you to enroll or go through you need to go through the admission process before you can enroll with us. So if you haven't filled out an application, if you go onto our website, which is berlinsbi.com, right on the top, you'll see apply now. All you need to do is click on that and fill out a simple application, and then someone will get in touch with you and take you through the entire process. We'd love for you to either join Berlin or Barcelona, and you can apply as soon as possible. It can win, so go for it. Okay, when is your deadline for the October intake? You can apply now. What I would suggest students, because we're growing at such a fast pace and we have limited seats, we do close pretty quickly. So you don't want that, and October is one of our biggest intakes. So Priscilla, you can go ahead and apply for October now or in the next couple of months, and I would definitely recommend that you do. The earlier you do it, the better, because then you've gone through the admission process, you're ready to enroll, you get all your admission letters, like your letter of acceptance, your unconditional offer, all your visa related documents from us, and then you can apply for your visa so that you can be here by October. That's the whole idea. So start now. We're in February. If you want to come in October, I would suggest that you start now, okay, because there's lots that you need to do. Not lots, we'll help you through it, don't worry. This semester will begin 26 February. Do we have a chance to register to the school on second day? I mean, yes, you can sell in. I know classes start at the end of Feb. Orientation starts at the end of February, but we have different versions or different times that we'll have orientation, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then in March we'll have it twice. So don't worry, just join us when you can. The key is for you to get here to Berlin, okay? Christian, yes, there are waivers if you've studied in medium of English and it is still valid. We do have validity. It couldn't be that you studied in a medium instruction school or a college like 10 years ago and you can't submit that. So it has to be fairly recent, but happy to have someone get in touch with you and then they will be able to take your query on that. Okay, Syed, thank you for your kind words. I am happy that you understood, okay, what I've been saying. You're welcome, Priscilla, no worries at all. Hi, Prince, how can we register for and be enrolled into the school? Like I said, Prince, all you need to do is either write into me saying, I want to register or enroll with you guys, write to ask@berlinsbi, or just go to berlinsbi.com. Okay, go to our website. On top, you will see apply now, and it's as easy as that. Someone will get in touch with you and take you through the rest of the process. Okay, if I were to apply early, is postponing enrollment possible? Yes, you can defer. There are limited times that you can defer, I think 2 or 3 times, but if you, what I would suggest to Eric is that you apply now, and if you can't, God forbid, if you can't join us this year, then you can defer to next year, no problem. However, we'd love for you to be here this year itself, okay? Selin, we look forward to having you on campus too, and I really hope that you can get here soon. Prince, I hope I took your question. Yeah, I've done it. It is 3 o'clock here in Berlin. I know all of you have lots and lots that you probably have. I know someone like Eric is just starting off his day in Ottawa, so I don't want to take any more of your time. I would love to hear from all of you. You can write into me at ask@berlinsbi. All you need to say is, Sangeeta, I was on your webinar. I have a question. I'm ready to come. What do I need to do? And then leave the rest up to us. Okay, so thank you once again everyone for being here. Thank you for all your lovely words. I really appreciate it. This is what keeps us going. And watch our space, watch our website. You'll know all the upcoming kind of webinars that we're going to be doing. Some of you wanted help with visas and accommodation. We're going to continue to help you and support you through our webinars, through different types of Insta live sessions, TikTok sessions, so that you don't get bored of my face. I have different guests that'll come and speak with you, but we really look forward to having you on one of our campuses, Berlin, Barcelona, Paris or Athens. And thank you so much once again for your patience. All the best, and we hope and wish you the very best. See you all soon. Bye-bye.